Hello teacher, how are you? I hope that you are very well in your home. In the vacation, I will present you the PPP lesson plan and each activity. Okay. Generalities. Class and Section Intermediate English 1, Section A. Teacher Joana Delgado. Book Global, Unit 2, Lesson 3. Day July 17, 2020. Practitioner Elizabeth Ayala. The objective by the end of the class, a student will be able to ask questions in pairs using personal data, like for example, what is your name? In an interview with the 70% of the correct structure and pronunciation. Okay, in the presentation, we have the schema activation. The teacher will ask the students to stand up and make a circle in the middle of the classroom. After that, the teacher will give someone a box that contains a piece of paper with a series of personal questions. The teacher will play music in order to pass the box with a piece of paper one by one. When the music stops, the person who has the box must take one piece of paper and answer the question aloud. Finally, the teacher will ensure that somebody has participated. Time 3 minutes. Materials, speakers, computer, and box. Vocabulary presentation. The teacher will ask the students to stand up and make 2 lines in front of the board with the same number of members. After that, the teacher will divide the board into 2 columns. Next, the teacher will ask the students to go to the board and write some examples from the previous conversation in each column. The teacher will give them 2 minutes to do it. After that time, the teacher will check the examples if are correct or not. Time 4 minutes. Materials, pilots. Okay. Real life example. Firstly, the students will work in pairs with the person next to them. The teacher will play a video in which the speakers use personal data. The teacher will ask the students to list the personal data when watching the video. The students will have 3 minutes to do it. The video will be played only once. After 3 minutes, the teacher will select some pairs randomly to share the information. Okay, time 5 minutes. Materials, computer, projector, speakers, notebooks, and pencils. Explanation and CCQA. First of all, the teacher will ask the students to work in pairs. The teacher will give them a piece of paper that contains an explanation about the topic. Students will have 1 minute to read the information of the piece of paper. The teacher will explain some aspects in order to understand better the topic. Then the teacher will ask if the information is clear in order to develop the next activity. After that, the teacher will give them a paper that contains a conversation. One of them will ask the questions and the other will answer the questions. The students will have 5 minutes to do it. Then the teacher will select some pairs to share the conversation. Time 8 minutes. Materials, piece of paper. Okay, these are the 3 practices. The first one, the teacher will ask students to work individually. The teacher will give them a worksheet that contains personal data. The students must match the information of the right with the left in order to complete the exercise. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After 3 minutes, the teacher will ask some of them to corroborate if the information is correct or not. Time 5 minutes. Materials, piece of paper, and pencil. For the second practice, the teacher will ask to work in pairs. Then the teacher will give them a worksheet that contains WH questions. The students must answer the questions that are related to the personal data. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After 3 minutes, the teacher will select some pairs to share the answers. Time 5 minutes. materials, piece of paper. For the third activity or practice, the teacher will ask the students to work individually. Then the teacher will ask the students to create 5 WH questions. The teacher will give them 3 minutes to do it. After that time, the teacher will ask for someone to give her a number from 1 to 6. Finally, the teacher will list the students, and the students who has the number will say his or her examples. Time 5 minutes. Materials, notebooks, and pencil. Okay, the production, and it is the last activity. The teacher will ask students to work in pairs. Then the teacher will set 3 minutes to prepare a 4-minute interview using personal data. One student will ask and other one will answer. After the 3 minutes, the teacher will ask 2 voluntary pairs and to stand up and share the interview. Time 10 minutes. Materials, notebook, and pencil. So this is all for the PPP lesson plan. I hope that the activities could be developed in the way that is supposed to do.